Next up, we have the circus. Who doesn't like nice performances, right? Unfortunately, this easily creeps up in our field, being performative, right? A lot of saying all the nice things, bringing back what we've heard from a conference, and now we're going to incorporate this idea. We're going to incorporate this new initiative. We're going to focus on having a trauma-informed environment. We're going to focus on this, using all the buzzwords. And then nothing happens. There's no physical evidence that this thing exists within your culture, your system. You tell the team that you want them to do all of these things, that you want them to, incorporate this, but you have not given them any strategy. You have not discussed any plan. You have not thought it all the way through. You just talk, and let it go. The other thing is, and this is a really sensitive subject, but we're going to go there because it's important. There are a lot of people in these organizations whoever their grant writers are, the people who are, the development team, or whoever's writing the grants, whoever, they will put very flowery language in the grant applications. They're saying, oh, we're going to take care of this. For example, we're going to work with at-risk youth ages 16 to 24 who come from disadvantaged backgrounds, who are Black and brown, or who live in a rural community. And we are going to provide trauma-informed care, and we're going to give them XYZ services. The money comes, and none of that stuff happens. This is performative. This is a circus. Whatever you have promised to do in a grant, you must honor that and honor it with integrity. This is a major issue. I have seen this over and over again, where unfortunately there are some bad players who do this. And these nonprofits exist to support these exact people that have been mentioned in these grants, but they are not providing all of the things that they have detailed in the grant for them. So it's this constant get the money. And then they'll use it for a whole bunch of other stuff. And then they'll say, yeah, we satisfied that, and we checked the box. This is wrong. And not only is it wrong just on a human level, right? Like, you just don't take money from taxpayers and not do right by the money, or foundations and not do right by the money. It's a matter of your staff is watching you. They know, right? Some of them know what you put in the grant language because you went around asking them for data. And so sometimes management thinks that staff is not observant, and they are. So these are things that you need to think about. When they see that sort of inconsistency, naturally, you're going to have trust issues. And people are there surviving for a check. So they're not going to flat out tell you that they have an issue with you or they distrust you. It's just going to show up in their behavior, and it's just going to turn into them being on a swing. They're just there to collect the check, and they're doing the same old same. They're not going to be fully engaged in what's happening. And so when this seeps in, when you have this performative culture, you're saying all this stuff on social media. Oh, our organization did this, and we had this event, and we did this, and we're supporting this. But really, you got all this money, and you were supposed to do all these other things that you didn't do with that money, or you're cutting corners, or whatever it is, and you're playing games. Your staff picks all of this stuff up, and they notice. Not only do they notice, the clients notice, or whatever terminology you use for your populations. They notice. If the staff hasn't told them directly, they can feel it in the environment. Never underestimate energy.